At 10, we're checking out the special guest the Children's Museum of La Crosse hosted today.
And a Wisconsin GOP bill would require UW officials to help their first-year college students learn how to vote absentee in their home states. It's already drawing a partisan divide.
And plus, new year, new me. We talked with what people are their New Year's resolutions.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozorowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. Voters can expect 20 contested elections for seats on the La Crosse County Board. Candidates needed to declare candidacy by Tuesday. Data from the county clerk's office says 10 candidates will run unopposed. 8 of those are already serving on the board. All county board members serve 2-year terms. County voters will also vote for Todd Bierke's circuit court seat. Bierke retired last year, and the governor appointed Mark Huseman to finish Bierke's term. Former Judge Tillestosh will run against Huseman. The spring election is April 2nd.
Meantime, 9 candidates ran for 4 La Crosse School Board seats last year. This year, 2 candidates are running for 3 open seats. Tim Alberts and Adam Manka are the only 2 who met the filing deadline. Alberts unsuccessfully ran last year, while Manka is a La Crosse Central senior who has made his platform about getting drugs out of schools. The 3 candidates up for election, Annie Bauman, Brad Korberg, and Jeff Jackson, all decided not to run again this year. Candidates can still run as a write-in.
A new bill says UW officials would have to give all first-year students information on how they can vote as an absentee in their home states. Menominee Representative Clinton Moses is sponsoring the bill. He says it would allow those out-of-state students to vote in their home districts where they know more about local issues. He says he's concerned about students deciding local races like school board or a referendum. Democrats argue the bill is just an attempt to turn away likely Democratic voters in a purple state. Wisconsin led the nation in youth turnout in the 2022 midterms.
Yeah, once again, we had cloudy conditions going on as you speak of outside, but overall temperatures pretty much where they should have been today with the upper 20s, low 30s. But current temperatures, as you see across the region, are holding right around the 30-degree mark. But there is a little bit of colder air because clearing skies up to the north, allowing those temperatures to begin to fall. We will see some of those clearing skies overnight, but right now temperatures are still holding steady in the upper 20s to near 30. There is high pressure building in behind that cold front, but we've still got those stubborn low clouds that have been hanging around, but they should begin to break up a little bit overnight, but they'll come pretty much back in the picture. But we should have some sun tomorrow as you wake up, getting up to about 25 degrees for about noon for Eau Claire. Same story for La Crosse, getting down to about the teens by morning, and then we'll climb back up to around the upper 20s, which pretty close is where we should be with light winds and sunshine with a few clouds. Cut up later, we do have some sun like it is back for tomorrow. It's not going to last long. We got some weekend snow, nothing significant to talk about. And then we'll update you on next week's storm, which Monday, Tuesday looks kind of interesting. But we got something towards the end of the week, too, that could provide additional snow. Although, once again, the biggest impacts are probably to our south with that Monday, Tuesday. But I'll explain all that a bit later.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Thank you, Greg.
Well, Minnesota revealed their new state flag last month, causing widespread conversation. After months of debate, the Emblems Redesign Commission settled on this design, a dark blue shape to resemble Minnesota's outline. And inside of it, a white 8-pointed North Star. The light blue on the flag represents water, something the selection committee thought was perfect for the land of 10,000 lakes. But many Minnesotans are looking for more state representation.
Like, where's our state bird? I mean, there's things that could go in there that could have been added that it just seems very plain at this stage.
Unless the state legislature votes to reject it, the new flag will become official on May 11th, which is also known as Minnesota Statehood Day. A band of artists known as Drawn Together visited the Children's Museum of La Crosse today.
This group consists of mainly retired art teachers who want to keep busy and show their skills to anyone passionate about art. News 8 Now, Shaquille Davis is live in studio and here to tell us more about it. Shaq?
Ken, Emily, these artists visit a new location every Wednesday morning. The purpose is to inspire and to teach a few old dogs some new tricks, per se.
We are people who are constantly on the lookout for new ideas, like artists are, and also to hone our skill of drawing from observation.
This is the same skill that Pat Gunn taught to the youth her entire career as an art teacher. But as one door closes, another one always seems to open.
I believe that the group saw a post that we put on Facebook, on social media, just talking about a call for artists. As many people maybe have known as they watch the news, we are celebrating our 25th birthday this year in 2024 in February.
Associate Director of the Children's Museum, Andrea Higgins, says she's looking for people to help commemorate the accomplishments and the fun that they are doing at the museum. That is where Drawn Together comes in.
Just to think about, young people who are coming into the museum by the day with their families to be able to see artists that are just in action. Obviously, that's not something that you always get to see. Oftentimes, you see the end product. So it's really cool to hopefully inspire some of these young folks.
And ironically, Gunn's favorite part of her newfound career involves inspiring as well.
Being in contact with the people, people who are going through the same kinds of challenges that all artists do, encouraging each other, giving each other feedback.
Though these artists have years of experience, they still find challenges in their drawings, more specifically, what they want to draw.
I'm not going to say it's a mystery, but it is one of the very important aspects of making art and that's a big question, how do you choose? It's what grabs your eye, your interest. Maybe today it's where there's a bench where you can sit.
Gunn has one last message for you just in case their group draws your interest.
Everybody's welcome, and you do not have to be even an artist. We have some people who are at a point where they just want to learn to draw. We welcome everyone, and there's no judgment. We're open and supportive.
Now, Drawn Together has about 18 members in their faction, and as for the Children's Museum, they are partnering with the River City Gallery. So expect more art-like events in the future. Ken, Emily?
All right, thank you, Shaq. Well, a new year means many are embracing New Year's resolutions for a healthier lifestyle. A wellness consultant at Gunderson provided tips that help achieve these goals. If you're thinking about being more active in 2024, they suggest aiming for a 30-minute workout at least 5 times a week. And remember to think long term, that multiple small goals throughout the year can go a long way.
It's great to set goals in January, but it's also important to keep setting goals, whether they're big or small, throughout the entire year, just to stay motivated, make your health and your happiness a priority all year long.
Boland also says to have a plan in place when setting a goal. This will help make the goals easier to reach.
Still ahead, seasonal respiratory illnesses are surging across the country, mostly affecting children.
One hospital reported over 600 children checking into urgent care in just 24 hours. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hardee's Double Deals start at $2.99. Choose a double cheeseburger, bacon double cheeseburger, or new barbecue bacon double cheeseburger. $2.99 never looked so good. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
It's a robotic money expert.
Clever. How do I start a savings habit?
Famous cabbage.
Savings habit.
Shaving rabbits.
Tech can make life simpler, but when it comes to savings habits, nothing's as simple as BMO. A BMO savings account helps you build the habit with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward? Ingenious.
Sardine Fest.
This year's top prize goes to BMO.
I'm just in it for the saving, but it's nice to be recognized.
BMO.
At US Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself a free phone from US Cellular.
She's here.
Then give yourself the gift of not checking it. The gift of connection at US Cellular. New and current customers get any phone free.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
The CDC says seasonal respiratory illnesses are surging across the country.
This as 31 states and Washington, D.C. report high or very high levels of the flu. CBS's Janet Shamlian reports from the hard-hit state of Texas.
Tonight, 3-month-old Reese Prater is hospitalized more than 300 miles from home at Cook Children's Medical Center in Fort Worth, Texas, because it was the closest pediatric intensive care bed available.
It must have been pretty serious.
It was, yeah. He was on oxygen almost immediately when we got to the hospital. His breathing was quickly getting, worse and heavier.
Prater has RSV. Back home in Amarillo, his 3-year-old brother is sick with the flu. Cases like theirs overwhelming children's hospitals.
In the past 24 hours, our emergency rooms and urgent cares have seen over 600 kids. That's a kid being checked in every 2 minutes to be seen by a provider.
It's not just Texas. Across the country, there have been more than 73,000 flu hospitalizations and more than 4,500 deaths, including 20 children. But fewer than half of children received this year's flu vaccine, the lowest in 5 years. RSV infections are dropping, but flu and COVID cases continue to rise.
What's being done to accommodate the influx of patients?
We've had to open up a second unit that was under renovations. Sometimes we have kids who are waiting to go to our ICUs, who are waiting in the emergency room because we do not have any beds available.
With kids heading back to school after a break, hospitals are bracing for a holiday hangover, another wave of pediatric patients. For Reese's mom, Marnie, though, there's an end in sight.
Are you at the point you finally feel like you can exhale, or not yet?
Yes, I think so. This morning was probably that turning point for me when we got there, and she said he's been off oxygen for 40 minutes and he's doing really good.
Doctors here at Cook Children's Medical Center stress it's not too late to get a flu shot for you or your children. Janet Shamlian, CBS News, Fort Worth.
Popular weight loss and diabetes medications are causing some new side effects.
Drugs like Ozempic are reportedly causing hair loss and suicidal thoughts. That's up next.
We do have some snow in the forecast a little bit this weekend, and then we got that Monday, Tuesday, and all of next week. So there's some opportunities. I'll track out that and see how much we can get, and along with how that wind looks, all that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
When we at Riverbank made our new youth savings account, we wanted to learn more about how kids thought about money. So we went right to the source. Our first question was, what is a loan?
When people leave you alone. Not being friends. When you borrow people's money and then you give them money back. That you at home with no parents.
Riverbank, local banking made simple.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org. or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Who wants free furniture? This month only, one lucky Wesco shopper will have their entire furniture order refunded. That's right, get your entire furniture order refunded. Will it be you? Plus, everyone gets up to 20% off in select departments store-wide. Did I mention free furniture? This month only, one lucky Wesco shopper will have their entire furniture order refunded. Wesco in Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tavin Payton sent you.
The Board Store Home Improvements family wishes you a Happy New Year. Visit soon to plan your 2024 home improvement project. It's never too early to dream.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
The FDA is looking into reports of hair loss, suicidal thoughts, and aspiration linked to the use of popular diabetes and weight loss drugs. People who take medications like Ozempic, Mounjaro, Rybelsus, and Wegovy may be at risk for these side effects. But this just means that the FDA has concluded that the drug has the listed risk and not necessarily identified it as a potential safety issue. On its website, the agency reported that it is evaluating the need for regulatory action after it received reports of unusual side effects like accidentally breathing in food or liquid. These popular drugs designed to treat diabetes or weight loss mimic GLP-1, which is a hormone naturally produced in the body.
Wearing hearing aids could extend your life. That's according to a new study the researchers looked at 13 years of data involving nearly 10,000 adults. Among those, more than 1,800 were identified as having hearing loss. The researchers found that those who regularly used hearing aids were 24% less likely to have an early death. That is compared to the adults who never wore hearing aids. The study authors also say there was no difference in the risk of death between those who never wore hearing aids and those who wore them occasionally. Well, earlier in the broadcast, Greg had his chart up and it said we were going to be in the teens tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
So it looks like we might have to turn up our heaters just a bit more tomorrow morning, Greg.
A little bit, and maybe a little potential for some weekend snow as well. So all the winter stuff coming up, right, Greg?
Hopefully we get into some interesting weather here, but I do think tomorrow will be more like a standard January day, although temperatures overnight, it won't be as cold as we should be, but waking up, you're generally going to see less cloud cover, and that's really be tomorrow. It's more sun out there, still some passing high clouds, but temperatures will come up into the mid to upper 20s, maybe a few spots getting close to 30, so that's not that far off to where we should be. We'll start seeing clouds thickening up as we go to Thursday night, so it won't be as chilly as you go into Friday morning, because we do have more cloud cover coming, because there's a system coming down from the north, also one from the south. This one's actually going to track eventually to the northeast and affect them, but it is bringing the chance to see some snow as we go into late Friday with the front stall to the north. So basically I-94 northward may see a little snow as we go into Friday night, Saturday. Still a lot of question marks on whether this snow can make it up to southern areas. We'll see if that happens. Otherwise, cloud cover will be the rule. Then as we go into Saturday, this once again will be the focus point for some snow. But Friday night, Saturday night, better shot for 1 inch or more. You can see it's still really low as we go further south. You got to get much far to see it. So there is some opportunities for snow Friday night through Saturday, even Saturday night and Sunday, but right now it's not a lot. The big system we're watching Monday through Tuesday, the track still remains with the heaviest or the best potential for heavier snowfall remains to the south. This is Monday through Tuesday, and then it goes further north. It stays just to our southeast. It hasn't changed too much on the track, but we're still keeping an eye on. But if you look at the track as this tracks from Monday near northern Texas, the track is pretty wide right now and really depends on how this low does move. But for right now, most of the favorite track is keeping it to the south. That is the most favorable. It's least likely to pull back to the west. Now, this position would give us some light snow, some breezy conditions for the area, a better shot for probably more heavier snow as you go into southern Wisconsin and northern Illinois as it tracks up into this point by Tuesday. About Tuesday evening, it should be to the east here, and then by Tuesday night, it'll be further north. So we'll still see effects of it. But if this doesn't change right now, that's kind of what we're expecting is the two top things. Some light snow, breezy conditions. There still could be some travel impacts in the area. Really, it's least likely that you're going to see this shift real far to the west to give us rain or anything like that. But it still could pull it back till we get a little bit more snow, especially for southern areas, and that would be probably the focus for right now is to keep an eye on. For those areas towards Crawford County and those, that would be where you might see the greatest amount of snow right now if this track does hold, but we'll keep an eye on it. There's more snow beyond this, I'm not going to mention, but we could see actually snowfall Thursday and Friday with the system heading west. So I think we're going to see an extended period of some light snow. It just depends on how much we get through next week. But for tonight, we're looking at upper teens, really. Once again, we'll see some clearing of the skies, but still some cloud cover out there. As we go through tomorrow, we're seeing temperatures in the upper 20s to near 30. More sunshine, still some passing clouds, but all in all, a pretty nice nice, typical January day. And then things get a little bit more interesting as we go into Friday. It's not depicted there, but some areas may see some snow going in Friday night into Saturday, probably for northern areas. And there's another opportunity there from Saturday night into Sunday. Both of those are not going to be that significant of snow events. And then we'll turn our attention to Monday to Tuesday. But snow continues beyond Monday and Tuesday chances. But the one thing is notice the temperatures will be going down by next week. And we could see, sub-zero lows by the time we get to next week.
Sub-zero temperature.
No kidding.
I know a lot of places in Minnesota, Minneapolis has not seen a sub-zero low yet this year, which is a little bit odd.
I'm getting
I think we're going to
excited.
see something.
The sleds, the shovels for you guys with driveways. No, not you.
Yeah. I get all that fun.
I want to see pictures of it.
No,
Okay.
for sure. Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, the Bucks get another shot at the Pacers tonight. Plus, the UWL women's basketball team tipping off WIAC play, welcoming in River Falls to Mitchell Hall. Rob is up next.
You live a life on demand. Movies, shows, and more. Your local news, weather, and sports shouldn't be different. The 8000 Plus app is the free streaming option, giving you everything local on your time. If you have one of these, you can get this.
When the insurance company sees Bygoff and Rohde on the other side, they know they're in for a fight. It's your life, but it's our fight. And they know that if they're not being fair with us, they will find themselves in court, and that's how Bygoff and Rohde gets results for its clients.
No matter your level of comfort with technology, our secure website allows for worry-free transactions. Whether at your computer or in the palm of your hand, our mobile app lets you manage your account on the go. For over 120 years, Union State Bank has provided our customers and community with quality financial services. We're here for you and welcome you to bank with us. Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wow, Forest Berry Fudge is amazing.
This is melting in my mouth.
Dill pickle? Whoa, that's actually good.
Holy fudge. This is the best thing ever.
Expressions brought to you by Valley Fudge and Candy. Find us in Coon Valley, Wisconsin, or order online today.
If you've been in a serious accident, you need a serious legal team. Bygoff and Rohde is the Western Wisconsin powerhouse. Attorneys who won't settle for less than you deserve. Call Bygoff and Rohde. Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
The UW lacrosse women's basketball team began the season 3-4, but since that point, the Eagles have reeled off 4 straight wins, and they're red hot as conference play tips off tonight. Let's go to Mitchell Hall. Eagles opening WIAC play against UW River Falls. Pick it up first quarter. Lauren Milne knocks down the J. Lacrosse goes up 4. Then more from the home team. Kylie Meeker racing to the cup. Strong finish off the glass. Count it plus the foul. Eagles go up by 7, but the Falcons clawing back. Nice drive here off the window for 2+1. It's back to a 5-point game. Other end, Eagles get hot. Katie Walkhouse, step back 3, money. Lacrosse still in front. River Falls still fighting back, though. Zoe Buchan, again, this time from downtown. She drains the 3. It's back to a 2-point game. Eagles answer. First half, 1 down. Meeker in the lane. She gets this one to fall. Lacrosse trailed going into the locker room, but in the second half, Eagles turning it up a notch. Milne stopping on a dime for 2. Then later in the third, Madison Kilboten spots up in the corner. She knocks down the triple. Back and forth game at Mitchell Hall, but the Eagles open up conference play with the win, 66-62. As for the men's squad, the Eagles were on the road tonight, tipping off WIAC play against the Falcons. Lacrosse comes up short in River Falls, 71-62 the final there. Eagles led it by 3 at the break, but UWL outscored 38-26 in the second half. Eagles dropped their conference opener. They'll have a chance to get back on track Saturday at home against UW-Stevens Point. Bucks back on the road tonight looking for a win over those pesky Pacers. Tight one in the second. Bucks up 1 until this turnover. Aaron Naismith takes it all the way. Indiana jumps in front. Bucks answer back though. Dame Lillard goes around the screen, gets hit from behind, doesn't matter. Milwaukee goes up 3. Then off the inbounds pass, Chris Middleton bullies his way up for 2, and the foul. It's a 5-point lead, but second half, all Pacers. Miles Turner is going to throw it down. Indiana goes up 12. Then more sloppy play from the Bucks. Buddy Hield gets the steal off the backboard to Isaiah Jackson for the slam. And the Oshkosh native, Tyrese Halliburton, another dominant performance from him. A game-high 31 points on the night. Bucks drop their second straight, 142 to 130. T-Wolves back at home tonight hosting the Pelicans. Second quarter, Minnesota down 5 till Naz Reid connects from downtown. That cuts it back to just 2. But on the other end, Brandon Ingram says, I can do that too. He knocks down the triple. Then in the third quarter, Pelicans roll and C.J. McCollum splashes home the triple here. New Orleans goes up 12, and the Pels start pulling away. Look at the defense here. Big-time block from Zion Williamson, and that leads to this. Other end, Ingram again. Fall away Jay is pure. Tough night for the T-Wolves. They drop their second straight, 117 to 106. By now, we all know what's at stake for Green Bay on Sunday, a shot at the postseason. Beat the rival Bears, and you're on to the playoffs. That's the main focus for Green Bay right now, but another key component for this squad is health, and there was a good sign at the Packers practice this afternoon. Christian Watson has been a spark plug for the Green and Gold when he's on the field this season, but the second-year receiver hasn't been available the last 4 games, dealing with a hamstring injury. But Watson was back on the practice field today, and of course, the number one question on everyone's mind, is he healthy enough to be back on the field for Sunday's game against Chicago? Here's what he said after practice.
I mean, my passion is playing football, so now it's looking a lot like I'm going to be able to play some football this Sunday. I'm in a really good spot. I'm approaching it, like a regular game week regardless. So I think it's a high chance for me to play because I'm attacking it like I'm playing.
All right, hopefully for the Packers, Watson's out there Sunday, 3:25 kickoff from Lambeau. Will be nice to see a healthy squad.
Absolutely. And that game right here on WKBT as well.
It is. It's going to be great. What's going on with the Bucks, man? What's going on?
If this was a playoff series, they would have already lost in 5 to the Pacers.
Not looking good. I know it's early. I know it's hard to kind of bring the A game 82 games a year. They're still doing all right. They're only a couple games behind Boston for first place, but back-to-back losses against the same team. It's tough.
It's a little jarring for sure. All right, Rob, thanks very much.
You got it.
Okay, we'll be right back after this.
Hardee's double deals start at $2.99. Choose a double cheeseburger, bacon double cheeseburger, or new barbecue bacon double cheeseburger. $2.99 never looked so good. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Are you ready to get more from your checking account? Ultra's A+ accounts are built with more in mind. More ways to stay connected to your finances with online and mobile banking. More secure ways to pay with contactless debit cards and mobile wallet, so you can make purchases without slowing down. More money in your pocket with better rates, no minimum balance, and no monthly fees.
Psst, this just in. New members opening an A+ account with $250 get an extra $250.
Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
My doctor says I need an MRI. But where do I go? They're so expensive.
Sensible MRI costs a few hundred, not thousands. You could fill your fridge for a year with what you save. We can get you in the next day. Think of what you could do with the time you'd save. What do you have to lose? At Sensible MRI, you choose the time, you save the money. And you rest easy having your doctor refer you to Sensible MRI.
Our hearing connects us with people, and when that bridge is broken, our job is to help people with that hearing loss and reconnect them back with their lives again. We really feel that better hearing is a better life.
Happy holidays from everyone at Better Hearing Center.
Nicolay Law, Russell Nicolay speaking. Yeah, I'm the guy on the billboards. You got me.
Whoa, man. If they want the real Nicolay, Wait, you are the real Nicolay.
I'm the real Nicolay. You're the real Nicolay. I'm the real Nicolay. You're the real Nicolay. We're both the real Nicolay. Hey, man, you better get back to that phone call. Oh, thanks. Yeah, sorry about that. Just talking to myself. Yeah, you got the real Nicolay here. Yeah, we can help you. Yep, billboards, baby.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
A New Jersey mom gave birth to twins, but she will be planning separate birthday parties.
That's because the twin boys were born on different days and in different years. Trish Hartman has more from the excited and surprised parents.
Eve and Billy Humphrey were caught off guard when they found out they were expecting twin boys.
The doctor was like, well, there's 2 heartbeats. And I was like, let me see. I don't believe you, and I was in shock.
They were due at the end of January, but Eve's water broke on New Year's Eve, which also happens to be Billy's birthday.
I'm like, what a great birthday gift. I get 2 boys on my birthday, so we came in early enough on that day that I was thinking, okay, maybe this is gonna happen.
Baby A, Ezra, was born at 11:48 p.m. on New Year's Eve, weighing in at 6 pounds even.
Once he was born, you know, thinking of the tax write-off, I was like, maybe we can get another tax write-off.
But little brother had other plans.
I was still pushing when everyone's doing the countdown, and we just all said Happy New Year in the middle of me trying to push out baby B.
Ezekiel was born at 12:28 a.m. on New Year's Day, weighing 4 pounds 15 ounces. Twin brothers born on different days, different years.
I just know they're going to be world changers, and they couldn't share the same day, right? They needed their own spotlight.
Seeing them in person and seeing their faces, I was like, they're so cute. I'm so glad they're healthy.
Absolutely adorable. And on top of Dad's birthday being on New Year's Eve and the twins having different birthdays, they also have a big brother whose birthday January 3rd.
January 3rd, back to back to back. So where do you think they'll celebrate the birthday, on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day? I guess they could go back and forth.
Yeah, do a little
twin
piece, and then as soon as
birthdays.
midnight hits, it's like, okay, we're done with that party, on to the next one.
Let's get the next one. Oh my gosh, lots of fun for them ahead.
For sure.
All right, we'll be right back after this.
Ashley's New Year's sale is going on now. Right now, shop Hot Buys for every room of your home and shop new collections with 0% interest through January 2029, in-store only. Celebrate and save today, only at Ashley.
Want luxury hair repair that doesn't cost $50? Pantene's Pro Vitamin Formula repairs hair, as well as the leading luxury bonding treatment for softness and resilience without the price tag. If you know it's Pantene.
Sometimes Jonah wrestles with falling asleep, so he takes ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, and wakes up feeling like himself. Get the rest to be your best with non-habit-forming ZzzQuil. Better days start with ZzzQuil nights.
Introducing Ultimate Precision LLC, your trusted partner for precision craftsmanship. From interior to exterior, our expert painters bring life to your vision with impeccable precision. Our masonry and building restoration team breathes new life into the old, preserving history for generations to come. We're the masters of tuck pointing, securing your structure's integrity one brick at a time. Ultimate Precision LLC, where craftsmanship meets perfection. We're here to deliver the ultimate precision.
How will you reward yourself with the benefits you'll get from Riverbank's Rewards Checking? A morning pick-me-up, a leisurely round, a special dinner, or an evening pause. This checking account comes with 3.04 annual percentage yield. There's also a refund for foreign ATM transaction fees. Stop in to one of the convenient locations or visit online to learn more about Riverbank's Rewards Checking. Riverbank, local banking made simple. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Make the resolution to get better sleep this new year with a new mattress from Ashley with 0% interest through January 2029 on in-store mattress purchases. Get 50% off select Sealy mattresses or 25% off select Ashley sleep mattresses. Only at Ashley.
All right, pick your one. It's kind of a little bit difficult to see there, but can you get bingo out of this through the weekend?
Potentially.
And maybe next week with more snow, we can definitely get that, which we might see that coming up, you guys, next week.
All right. See you tomorrow, everybody.
Have a good night.